Hi everyone. It's Wednesday, it's 5 o'clock. So, as you know, I like to come on and give you a little bit of information on Supermum. So, welcome to our Wednesday Live at 5. And today, once again, I have the lovely Julie with me. And Julie works for the team as well. So she's someone that you will absolutely meet when you come on a call with us, whether you're starting out or whether you're towards the end of your training. So Julie, do you want to give a bit of an intro? People probably already know who you are, but it's always nice to hear from your side. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So I'm a career advisor here at Supermum. So I'll be speaking to you right at the beginning of your journey, going through Salesforce, Supermums, the courses. We've got available different career options for the future as well, just to see, what is the right path for you and advising on that, right through to the journey on the end to kind of recruitment, onboarding and getting you your dream job.
Absolutely. And I think, you often hear me saying this, and I don't like to keep saying it because I say it all the time. But for me, have a look on my LinkedIn post. I did put a little bit about my career journey yesterday. And I came from a different background.
Mm.
I was working in property, and I decided to change my career. And I think it's all about that initial spark where you go, do you know what? It's time for a change. And I think from my side, I decided to take voluntary redundancy. I was so keen on getting into the Salesforce ecosystem. So I took voluntary redundancy. I decided to park everything and start again. And it's a really brave decision when we speak to people and they decide to
It
do that.
is.
But obviously for myself, it absolutely worked out. And as for lots and lots of other great success stories out there, I don't know if you want to add anything into that, Julie.
No, and I think that's right. And I think that's if you're at that point where you want to make that change, but it is a scary time. But this is the thing with Supermums, you're not doing it on your own. And Lynn was saying about the success stories. Please do take the time to go onto our website, have a look at the success stories, because there will be someone there that you resonate with, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, that's me. That's me now, where they say they were, whether they're in a job that they're not enjoying anymore, or they're in a job where they want more flexible hours, or career break for children or other commitments, and worried about it because your confidence is down a lot of the time with that. And it's knowing that you're not going on that journey alone. You've got the support of the whole Supermums community, but also it's that proven track record of us placing people, helping people get into these careers, tech roles, and yet supporting you along that way. So definitely take the time to read the success stories on there, because that'll definitely give you that confidence boost of that you can do this.
Absolutely. And do you know what, as well? We do have a career advice drop-in session
Mm.
weekly, and we also have a ready to relaunch your career event. We like to do these career masterclasses from time to time. I know some of you may have already joined, but our next one is on the 10th of September, and we have one of our great success stories. We've got Martina who's going to join us. So again, it's quite nice for you to be able to hear how people have built their confidence, how to identify your transferable skills and where you can fit into the ecosystem, and explore flexible and rewarding career opportunities. So 1 o'clock, I'm talking BST. Um, in terms of time zones, depending on where you are. So it's 1 o'clock UK time zone. It will be on the 10th of September. You can join this and you can find out a little bit more. You can listen in. If you can't make the day, once you've enrolled in or signed up, I should say, in that session, then at least you'll get the recording. So if you can't make it live, you can still come along and have the recording. But we find a lot of people that come on here find it really useful. You can also book in some time with myself or Julie, or we've also got Sophia in the team as well. And we're sat here waiting for you. You can have a free career advice session where you can tell us your industry knowledge. You can tell us what you've done previously, what your dreams are, as Julie said, for the future. And we can absolutely advise you on either where your best next steps are, whether you're an individual starting out and you want to know where to get started, or whether you've already got some Salesforce certs and you want to find out about getting jobs. Again, Julie is there to help and advise you. And I think, with our team, there is so much support and wraparound. So I think you'll find that having a one-to-one career advice session with one of us will be able to advise you in terms of, as I said, best next steps. We also deal with teams. So if you think that your team is lacking some knowledge or
Mm.
wants to align and, blur out all the lines and sing from the same hymn sheet, then absolutely talk to one of us as well. Julie, I'm talking a lot. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, no, definitely. I was saying that, the one-on-one career advice sessions that Lynn's talking about that you can book in with us are brilliant, really, because obviously, it's a chance for you to ask those questions that, that you're unsure of, go through any concerns you've got. We're here to, help and listen and, go through all the packages, because it is a lot to take in. As we say, it can be scary taking, a new
Definitely.
step in, your career, but,
Yeah.
you've got that time and support there. The Relaunch Your Career Masterclasses, I really recommend attending, hearing those stories, hearing, from, again, people like Lynn as well, their experience. It's a fantastic time to kind of find out more about super mums and Salesforce as a whole, because you don't need to know anything about Salesforce. And, this is something we really do need to get across. Don't worry, if you haven't used Salesforce before, you don't have to. We're all here to learn and support and guide you in the best route there.
Yeah, and I think just to elaborate on what you just said, Julie, I think, that when you're thinking of pivoting your career and you want to change, there can be many reasons why you want to change. Maybe you've been a stay-at-home mum for 10 years. We speak to many of those. Maybe you've moved here from a different country. Maybe you're, in teaching or in healthcare or something, and you think, do you know what? It's time, like I thought, where it's time to just upskill and do something differently. It's something that's great to get into with the beginning. When you're starting out in the beginning, if you're looking at the Salesforce admin, which is the foundational knowledge for a Salesforce career, everything's declarative, so everything's click, there's no coding to worry about. So as Julie said, anyone can do this. So please come and talk to us. Please attend that masterclass. And it's not for everyone. You can come on a call with us. We're not we're very nice. We're very nice to talk to. You can grab a coffee and just have a chat with us. And it might not be for you, but to get to the point where you go, this isn't for me, I think you need a conversation first. So
No.
absolutely try and join on the 10th. We will drop some links in the chat. So you'll have the link to the round robin, which is where you'll book in with one of us. You'll have the link to be able to sign up to that masterclass. And we'll also drop in our email addresses just for the just for any simple questions. Nothing is too silly. So please feel free to email us with any of your questions as well. Okay, so thank you for joining today. It's a quick live at 5. It's just really just to give you a little bit of insight into that masterclass, which we would love for you to join. We'll probably do another session, which we are going to elaborate a little bit more on, the different job roles after the learning. However, that masterclass should give you all of that information as well. So from myself, thank you very much for joining today.
And from me, it's been, hopefully we'll see some of you at the masterclass on the 10th of September.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, everyone. See you next Wednesday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.